Hello lovely people, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video we're going to talk about the 5 different stages of locks. Okay, so let's get straight into the video. Number 1 is the starter locks, also known as beginner stage. In the beginning, when you start your locks, you're gonna feel very excited. I think this stage is more like the baby stage, right? This stage, you are full of excitement because now you've already had your locks twisted by a loctician or yourself, right? This is also, to me, like, you know, you're more curious. I know I was curious when I started my locks. You know, I was looking at my twists every day. And I was looking to see if there was going to be any changes. And we're talking about the first 3 months. Every day I was just looking at my locks like, they're not changing yet. So the starter stage will last about 3 to 6 months. Depending on your hair type, you will start to see some changes within at least 3 to 6 months. You will also notice some shrinkage. You will also notice that you have some frizz in your locks sometimes when you wash it. This is the time where you should show your locks, well, your starter locks, a lot of love, okay? Show your hair some love, embrace it, because it's gonna allow you to continue and on to the next step. Also, your locks will be more, your starter locks will be more uniformed and refined, more neat, because now they're just, you know, they're just twists. There's no kind of changes yet. This is the time where you should encourage yourself. Don't look for encouragement from other people, but encourage yourself. If you have to look in the mirror and talk to yourself on a daily basis, you know, then talk to your hair, talk to your locks. Like, wow, you're looking really good. Can't wait to see you in 3 months. You're looking awesome. You know, just talk to your locks, talk to your hair. Encourage yourself is what I'm saying. Because listen, if you're going to get out there and think you're going to get encouragement for other people, that may not be the case, okay? There will be some people that will say, wow, you're locking your hair, or even when they see your hair start changing, they'll be staring at you or wondering what in the world are you doing? But listen, encourage yourself. I'm gonna say it again, encourage yourself. Okay. Number 2 is the button stage. Your locks will start to expand. You'll see some contracting in your locks. You'll see some changes. You're gonna see your locks getting bigger. And you're going to be looking at you like, what in the world is happening? Okay, now I did not go through like my button stage was honestly not that big. I felt like my locks was kind of the same. A little changes, get a little thick. You will definitely see more progress, okay, within the button stage, because you're going to see the changes as well. Your locks will start to stick together or stick out. What that means is you will have your hair and stick out like this, and you're trying to keep them down. Now, the best way, I know what worked for me when my locks were sticking up, is water. Don't put any oil, just water, and that will help them to lay down. But I remember I used to have that issue all the time. And it's not necessarily an issue, so let me not say that. It's really just a stage, right, of what your hair is or your locks is going through. If you have a softer hair texture, you may not notice it as much unless you put your hair up into a ponytail. Or because, to be honest, I didn't see too much of the sticking out unless I put my hair up into a bun, or I'm trying to do a ponytail. Then, like, similar to, like, they will be sticking out like this. And then I would have to spray water on them or try to use you know, bobby pins to, like, you know, secure them down or something like that. So you will see that, and they will start to map together. So while your locks is going through the button stage, you may have the urge, okay, the urge to want to get a retwist. I'm telling you, because you think your hair is a mess. It's not a mess. You have to do some research and find different styles that work for you at that time. I know I used to. I'm going to insert pictures up here so you guys can see what I used to do to my hair then all the time. Like, I almost was wearing the same hairstyle every other week, and they were working for me. So you have to find the styles that work for you throughout that time frame. The button stage may last for about 6 to 12 months. So that's another stage that takes some time. So also be patient. Because throughout that 6 to 12 months, you will see just, you know, a ton load of changes to your locks. Number three. We're in three. So I'm so excited about this stage. The next stage is the teen stage. This is also known as the middle stage. This is the stage where you're really and truly, you're not out of that budding stage. Kinda. Yeah, sorta. Depending on your hair type, okay? This stage is full of fun. You get to play with your locks a little. You get to see what your locks are gonna look like or may look like. Because again, it may change in the next 4 months. But at least you have an idea of what your locks is going to look like. Now, I would say in the teen stage, this is the time where you should invest in some things like, I don't know, some hair scarf, some hair scarf, satin caps, satin pillowcases. Just in case you didn't buy these things already, I was just saying that that stage is kind of where you're going to need to start to cover your locks more often, possibly every day, because your locks are also going to start to grow, right? You're going to start getting some length to your locks. You want to make sure your locks are secure and covered at night. One thing I noticed with my locks when I was going through like my teen stage in my locks, that's where I start to see a vision. That's when I start to say, oh my goodness, I can't wait for the next 6 months from now or the next year from now. Like I really start to look down, on the months to come. Now in the teen stage, it may be about 12 to 15 months for some folks. Mine was about that time. It takes that long to come out of that stage into the next stage. I would say 12 to 15, maybe 12. Yeah, I would say about 12 to 15 months at that stage. But overall, to me, all of the lock stages are just pure excitement. Every time you're left from one stage to the next, you can't wait for the next, and so forth. Next is the fourth stage. So the fourth stage is another excited stage. This stage is more mature, okay? This is when your locks start to hang. You see some growth, right? Your locks start to look so mature that it's like you're staring at yourself like, OMG, is this my lock? Wow, this is so crazy. Like you really start to like look, and very often you're looking in the mirror like, I cannot believe my hair is literally going through this. And that's for those of us who are going through the lock phase for the very first time, because I know a lot of ladies and men who actually, start their locks. They wear it for about 3 to 4 years, sometimes 8 years, 12 years, and then cut their locks off and restart their locks again. So those people kind of know what the journey is, but for us newbies, we're just excited the entire time through. You should feel more comfortable now with your locks at this stage. The mature stage, you should definitely feel more comfortable. You're not going through any kind of reforming anymore. Your locks is what it's going to be. Also, in the mature stages of your journey with your locks, you really don't need to do a retwist as often. That is when I actually stopped doing retwists as often. Even though, to be honest, I never retwisted my hair every 2 weeks. I can't think back. The longest, I would have to say maybe a month. Yeah, I probably waited at least a month. If I don't have to be bothered with my hair, I'm not even going to try to retwist it. So, the mature stage, I feel like it's more flexible, right? You can style your hair different ways again. You can do different things with it because your hair is longer. So now is the time to enjoy your locks, embrace it. Okay, so we have reached the last stage of locks. But the last stage is the rooted. Some people call it rooted. I'm going to call it the adult stage, okay? I'll make this very simple. So the adult stage is when your locks just went through all of the stages. Your locks is what it's going to be. So technically, there will not be any other changes going further. Your locks probably long coming down. My locks is shrink right now because it got twist in it. But your locks may be long down here, you can style it different. The adult stage of your locks is definitely more simple, more complex to manage, right? So you're not doing as much to it. You don't have to do a retwist either as often, just like the prior stage. Now also, I do want to say this because I noticed that when I went through certain stages of my lock journey, once I reached more of this stage right now, I had to make sure my locks were hydrated more than before. I felt like my hair got drier. It may have something to do with the color, but I'm just saying. Like, I felt like my hair was not as dry until I get to the adult stage. So be mindful of that. Just ensure that you are keeping them locks hydrated, but then again, you're not putting too much oil and too much water in it either. Make sure you know what type of locks you have, right? Check the porosity of your locks, right? And figure out if your locks are easy to take the moisture or not, because that will help as well. Another thing I noticed with my locks at the mature stage is heavier. Like right now, when I wash my hair or my loctician wash my hair, I can feel the heaviness on my head. I'm like, oh my goodness, here it comes. I did not feel that before. So as the months go by and I get my hair washed or I wash my hair, it definitely feels heavier on my head. And that's fine with me. If it feels heavier, it just means your locks are growing. It means your locks are growing. They're getting longer, so get used to it. All right, wonderful people. That is it for today's video. But before I end, I want to sum up this video today. At the end of the day, you will see these changes. It doesn't matter what texture hair you have. You are going to go through the different stages. Like I said before, please encourage yourself. Right? Have confidence in yourself, the decisions that you make. I mean, because we already know that there's a lot of people out there right now that are cutting their locks off. They're changing up their hair. And we already know some of those decisions is not based off of that person alone. Let's be honest. Okay? So I'm saying that to say, don't let anyone stop you from make a decision to lock your hair, okay? If you've already made the decision yourself, then stay through it till the end. If 5 years from now you decide that you just want to change it back to going loose natural, then fine, right? Because listen, it's okay to try something and change back and forth if you want. I mean, I've seen people cut their locks off and then, you know, start the locks again a year later. It's okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with making decisions like that. It's okay. But at the end of the day, make sure that it's your decision and your decision alone. That's all. Okay? All right. So as usual, I do want to thank you so much for watching. I do want to thank all of my new subscribers, all of my other subscribers. If you are new and passing through, go back, watch some of my other videos. If this is content you like to see, make sure that you subscribe. It doesn't cost nothing to subscribe, people. Also, if you are watching today, right, and you are thinking about starting your locks, but you have not started your locks yet, comment down below, okay? Comment down below the decision. Maybe something is going on why you haven't, you know, start yet. Maybe I can help with that. So comment down below. Ask me any questions you like. I would love to help. All right, people. So thank you again for watching today. I really appreciate all of you. I will see you in the next video. I miss you already. Aww. Can't wait to see you. Bye.